Here comes Russell in High Holborn. Good morning, Russel.
All right, Dan.
Yes, thank you.
Man. Sorry.
There you go. That's all right. No, go on. We're buying anything this morning. What have you got for us? Because it's an election special.
I want to nominate myself for the Minister of Bridges that are stuck open.
Oh, I think. Look at this. Torn from today's headlines. We were just talking. So you're Minister for Bridges that were stuck open, i.e. Tower Bridge. That's the only one as far as we know, isn't it?
That's the one.
Yeah.
I feel I'm justly qualified because every time I drive over it, driving south, there's a man standing in the box, and I always wave to him, and he never waves back, and he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing.
This is
and I thought, I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to fix that bridge.
Russell,
and I think,
well, you say you drive over that bridge regularly, yeah? That's to south. What time of the morning do you do it?
Every time of the day, I deliver tools around London, and I go over there, go south. There's a man in the box, and I always wave to him.
And he never waves back.
He never waves back.
Russell, where are you now?
I'm actually in High Holborn doing a delivery.
If only, and you've got to call us on Monday or even, fingers crossed, this morning, if you do double back, because we can do this live. You see, you can put the phone down on the thing next to you, and you can say, I'm driving onto Tower Bridge, I'm approaching the centre of the bridge, I'm coming up to the box, I'm waving. He hasn't waved back. And then one of these mornings he will wave back, you see, and we can play the 1812 Overture, and we will find out. This will be the greatest cliffhanger in radio history.
I think I frightened him, though. I think I frightened him because he must have got wind of the fact that I was going to nominate myself, and they've actually managed to close it. I think the clincher, Dan, on my part is I've got my own tin of 3-in-1.
You've got what? Oh, your own time.
That might help because it is apparently an oil leak in the bridge's lifting system. That's what it's thought to be. The means that the cantilever part of the bridge, which opens up to let large ships up and down, is stuck in the open position.
But Russell, you're saying this fella's not there and they've closed it now?
Yeah, well, apparently so.
The bridge is shut.
There must be the Wazir must have got involved and sort of like. Let them know, you know.
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know this fella, and of course, this is pure speculation and not a grain of truth in it. But I'm suspecting this fella has cracked. He may have gone nuts. He may have wedged it open himself. He may have gone nuts himself, man, and just run around and said, that fella waves at me every morning. He's known now you're the Minister for Transport and Bridges that are open permanently.
He's paranoid now.
He's gone nuts. He's turned into Al Murray, the station's own paranoid, by the way. Good morning, Al. We have a minister for faulty bridges, so there you go. If you want to nominate yourself and one of the cabinet posts, 0207 224 2000. Thanks for joining us on Reflection Upon Election. And we now have Danny in Bexley with some breaking news, sensation upon sensation. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning, Danny.
Thank you very much indeed, Dan. What have you got for us, my friend?
Well, I didn't think I'd be up for a post. I've been listening every morning. But Minister for Bridges, I seem to know more than your last caller.
But now we're pitting brother against brother. Go on then, fruitcake against fruitcake. What have you got?
Well, I used to take the walk alongside the River Thames every single morning on my way to work. I used to take a deep breath as I went past the Belfast. I'd step onto Tower Bridge. And I made the walk. But this man that never waves to your last driver as he crosses the bridge is actually a stuffed dummy advertising the Tower experience on Tower Bridge.
Oh, yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one of our great simple-minded callers.
It could be the mayor.
Are you sure he's a stuffed dummy?
I think he's wearing a cap and he's pointing to the sky and he's probably never actually looked your driver in the eye and he's pointing to the Tower. He's pointing to the bridge.
He said he's been doing it years, our previous caller. Russell said, I've been going over it for years. And he must know me.
Back, has he?
He said he must know me and he never waves back. And that is because he is Albert RN. He can't wave back. He's a dummy.
Maybe they should move him to the Ice Museum.
Well, I tell you what we're going to do. I now intend to get down there tonight and find this dummy, and I'm going to stitch another arm onto it, give him the old two-fingered salute. And so our simple-minded caller Russell, who called before now, when he goes past it in the morning, I'm going to pull a piece of string so it'll give him two fingers. Now I can see.
Now
he's our very own. He's our very own Joey in Friends, is what he is. Guy never salutes me. I've been past that guy every night for 3 years. He never salutes me. That's because Russell, he is a mannequin.
I'd say he's our strongest candidate for mayor so far. A couple of text messages the same. Richard said, of course he doesn't wave back, he's a tailor's dummy. Gary in Kemsing says the bloke in the box on Tower Bridge is a dummy. And
We have a mayor.
He's actually permanently waving.
Russell is now the mayor of Simpleton. Hot breaking news. We have
the mayor.
Russell, ring us back. Ring us back. You've got a guess for us, haven't you, Mark? Go on, what have you got over there? No point in the show you can't play that, just to give it a little lift. Nice people swearing. Look at this from JG in Balham. When Sid James as Mark Antony sees Cleopatra in the bath in Carry On Cleo, does anyone remember how he swears? Sid James as Mark Antony. He sees. It's normally. You would think.
He hold the top of his hat on and say blimey.
Well, in fact, what Sid does in Carry On Cleo when he sees Amanda Barry as Cleopatra in the bath, he holds the top of his hat. You're quite right, and he goes Blimus. We have a winner of the greatest non-swear word swearing. Brilliant. He says Blimus.
Who sent that in?
JG and Balham, not forgotten that. You can just say Blimus. What do you got over there,
I just want to let you know what's happening today on BBC London 94.9. Eddie Nestor is in for John Gone.
The top 10 suggestions for a fourth traffic light colour and what they could possibly mean.
Oh, please tell me pink is on there.
No, pink's not on there. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, according to your votes, the first 10 calls were received. The top 10 suggestions for a fourth traffic light colour and what it could possibly mean. Now, see, Dave in Romford's already corrupted it's number 10, Dave in Romford. Orange. Well, there is an orange, I believe, isn't there?
Amber. Orange.
All right, orange. He's gone for orange. Orange means smile at the driver of the car next to you.
Ooh, that's nice.
Number 9 from Toma in Balham. Brown. Brown means warning. Bloke in front is sheepishly reversing out of the junction he's just bluffed. That's the brown traffic light. Number 8. Pink. This is from Steph in Edgware. Pink. Lipstick break. Lipstick break from Stephanie.
Fabulous.
Edgware. Number 7. Oh, this is great. This is just anonymous, though. What a great one number 7 is. Number 7 suggestion for a fourth traffic light colour and what it could possibly mean. Number 7 is purple. When you see the purple traffic light, it means turn around, go home, take the day off. Or if you ever come across the purple traffic light, that's what it means. Matt in Streatham goes for mauve. Oh, what a great one mauve is. Listen to his name. Mauve. If you ever see the mauve traffic light, it means stop, swap cars with person behind. That's a great traffic light. Number 5. John the Grass. John the Grass, he's called in Welling, yeah. Number 5 is the blue traffic light. The colour of air around motorists when lights change in someone else's favour. Yes, that's good. Yes, it means it's some air indicator, some kind of filter. Number 4. Paul in Hackney. Lavender. For old. Old ladies crossing the road. That's one for the pros, that, not for amateur listeners, that, I'm afraid. Number 3, there's no name on this, is an infrared light situated 20 yards after the main set of lights. Thank you very much. Little politics there. Good evening. Big Tone in Ware's in again with number 2 this time. Oh, great one, Big Tone. Listen to Big Tone's suggestion for the fourth traffic light colour and what it could mean. Beige. It means do whatever you want. And the number 1 is from Marjorie in Acton for the suggestion for a fourth traffic light colour and what it could possibly mean. A striped multicoloured light. Clowns have priority. Well done. Well done. Where you go, Ola. This is so good. It was every bit as good as Graham said it would be. Graham's in charge of the show at the moment. And these are your suggestions. How about this, Army? The top 10 list names for middle-aged rappers.
Hey, yeah.
This is the near at rap music I'm fine playing behind us at the moment, but here we go. These are... This one is closed now, but what a joy it is. Currently under discussion are names for situation comedies starring dictators or despots. That's the one we want at the moment. 07786 200 949. Or you can call us 0207 224 2000. Think about it. It can just be kind of generally notorious people, I suppose. But anyway, here we go. The top 10 names of middle-aged rappers, according to your votes. Number 10, Johnny Nascott says Sanatajan D. H at Pinewood Studios says the female rappers Nit 1 and Pearl 1. Kevin in Carshalton, MCRSI. This is great. I love this so much. Next one. Number 7, Fran in E14. Pipes and Slippers.
good.
Pipe and Slippers. SLIPPAZ. Pipe and Slippers. That's number 7. Number 6, Bobby Walthamstow. A cup of tea. Bobby Crystal Palace. Number 5, MC All Gone South. This is brilliant. Phil in Brentwood. Number 4, named for a middle-aged rapper, Baggy Smalls. Anonymous, this one. It's the old version of 50 Cent, 10 Bob. Simon in Chingford, number 2, named for a middle-aged rapper, 4T something. And number 1, named for a middle-aged rapper from Len in Brentwood, Werther's Original Gangster.
Now that's your artificial hip-hop.
That's your... Oh, thank you, your artificial hip-hop. Werther's Original Pipe and Slippers.
Very good.
Oh, man alive, is that something? Baggy Smalls. Excellent form this morning. That's our 5th list of this morning. You know what Sid James would say about that, don't you? It's a... Limus! Hey! We now have it. We have it. The actual there. That's not me doing it, even though I do a pretty good Sid. Yesterday, when Nice People Swear, the best contact we have from JG, who got in touch with us, said, how about Sid James in Carry On Cleo, where he sees Cleopatra in the bath, hangs on to the top of his Roman helmet and shouts, Blimus! Blimus! Because he's in ancient Rome, don't you know? So it always will be Blimus! Thank you. What you got up there, right?
Oh, it's Q2.
Oh, it's Q2. We'll do it in a second. Where you going? I've only got about 6 or 7 of these records, but I just can't. I'm no good at this.
You have a very devilish smile on your face.
Some of them are so. How clever is this? Look, this is also on that site. It's a simple concept. A simple concept. You know the online talking dictionaries. Mm-hmm. There's dictionaries. It tells you how to pronounce words. Well, there's this one site on there which this links to and was on there that takes hits and sings them through online dictionaries. So look, hang on. Check this out. How clever is this? I'm going to hear a lot of this morning. It's called Dictionary Oki. Dictionary Oki is the online dictionary singing hits of the day.
No. It's funny, but I just can't stand the pain.
Come on.
Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I done all I can. You see, I beg, stole, and I borrow. Yeah. Woo. That's why I'm easy.
How clever is that? Come on, hats off to the internet.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Very good.
Online dictionaries singing big hits of the day.
That's why I'm easy.
You've got to just hear it to the end of this bit. They've even put the...
Easy like Sunday. Mo. Whoa. Ho. Ah. Mo. Or. Ning.
Where you go? Here's Leslie in Norfolk with an aunt. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning.
Always there for us, Leslie. Leslie, we're celebrating Woodhouseian subjects this morning, and aunts, of course. Aunts, of course, are hugely influential in that. So what have you got for us, Leslie?
Well, this aunt was quite huge and had a rather tiny husband who also was of interest.
This is completely Woodhouseian, of course. Yes, the tiny husband along in tow. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Auntie and Uncle Passmore.
Uncle, that's rather formal. It wasn't Auntie M, or it was actually Auntie Passmore.
Yeah. And Uncle, Mr. Passmore to the children, Uncle Passmore to the adults.
Mr. Passmore? An uncle?
Yeah. And I have no idea what their names were. But Auntie Passmore, very large woman, and certainly my mum was making her a wrap over pinny, which you'll recall, I suppose.
Yes, I suppose so. Yes, I do.
Reach around her, and Auntie Passmore was known to say, I'll hold one end, dear, and you run round.
That's the kind of attitude some say spunk that the British, the current BBC series, Hey You Fatso and Four Eyes, doesn't understand. I'll hold one end, dear, you run around. Very good, yeah.
I haven't got a sideways was another one of hers.
How big was Auntie Passmore?
Well, she must have been 5'10". We are a very small family, the rest of us.
But there's plenty of you.
Yeah, she was 5'10". I should think she would have been 20 stone or something.
Oh, well, very good. Well done.
Mr. Passmore.
Well done, Auntie Passmore. Yeah.
From his chair, couldn't see out the window, and he liked to see what was going by. So he used to sit on the arm of the chair with his feet in the seat and drink his tea directly out of the teapot.
You see, hang on. Too much, Leslie. When we do uncles, we'll be there. There's an uncle, and I've got to say, I think that is something that Bertie would have seen, probably as Uncle Fred flits by. It sounds like he would lift the spout to his lips and glug tea straight from a teapot,
whilst sat on the arm of the chair with his feet on the seat because he was too small to see out the window.
With a teapot, drinking straight from the spout. I'm going to have to lose you there because it's too much. A lot of people want to get in with their aunts, and you've had appropriately enough, like Auntie Passmore, there was plenty of that, rounded off by drinking straight from the spout of a teapot. Well, that's the only uncle we're going to allow in.
My name is David Quo, and if you've nothing better to do for the next 10 or 12 minutes, why not stick around with me and a few of my friends to catch up on the fast-changing world of international finance. As usual, I'm here on top of a mountain, way on the other side of the so-called Earth, just a stone's throw away from Sarawak coast. I'm wearing a tasseled hat and sitting on a pile of silken cushions. Ouch. I think one of them has a button on it. I'm just kidding. But I never kid around when it comes to money. On that you can rest assured. And now I'd like you to meet the man with all the questions, and some of the answers too. My friend, the Candyman. Good morning, Candyman.
Morning, David. So, David, you have a couple of stories for us this morning, dear? What have you got for us?
Yeah, well, the first story this morning is about burglars.
Okay.
Did you know that burglars don't like breaking glass to get...
No, of course not. So they put some kind of sticky shield over it first.
No, they don't. They just don't like breaking glass at all.
No, but if you get a sticky shield, if you get like fly paper and put that over a window and then punch it and break it, it won't go. It just all sticks to the fly paper. And you take the fly paper away and all the pieces are stuck to it.
You seem to know an awful lot.
I don't know. I may have a path.
It's currently empty. Thank you.
But that's how you do it. Anyway, so what were you going to say about this?
Well, the point is they don't really like breaking glass because first of all it makes an awful noise, and secondly it leaves a lot of forensic evidence which they don't really like.
Forensic evidence?
Yeah.
In fog swirling London, the police turn up with their magnifying glasses. Do they go, OK, Quo, we'll take it from here. Broken glass, that'll get us on his trail. They don't even turn up for burglars. They don't listen to John Gaunt. Forensic evidence.
Well, theoretically it does, okay?
Walking around with his hands behind his back. This is a most interesting case. That's what they do when they turn up, is it? You ring up and say, someone come nick me video, in comes some fella in a plaid suit with two bobbies either side of him. A very interesting case. Anyway, go on, what's this about?
Anyway, you spoiled the whole thing.
No, it's just the idea that the police in any way have forensic evidence. The last time they did that, I think, was at Leather Slade Farm in 1964. But go on.
So anyway, I mean, if you want to sort of deter burglars, what are the good ways of doing it?
In a greenhouse. Johnson, that's a sliver of glass. Get it down to the boys in the lab immediately. I think we can wrap this one up before lunch. Go on, yeah, what are we talking about?
One of the best ways is to try and sort of fit sturdy window locks, because, I mean, then they won't try and sort of break in that way.
They'll just pick the lock instead, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we had our house broken into in Singapore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But I mean, we took every precaution possible, you know, in the house. Mm-hmm. But the guy came with an electric saw, you know.
You're joking.
I'm not.
They broke into your house with an electric saw?
We had grills and everything all around the windows. Yeah. The guy had an electric saw, and he was actually sort of sawing through the bars.
This is a bad thing. I mean, obviously it's a bad thing.
Well, the point is, we were all in the house. I mean, we were all asleep, and there was this guy...
You didn't wake up with the electric saw?
We didn't wake up with the electric saw. It wasn't until the next morning, you know, when the guy just sort of gave up the ghost, and he didn't bother to pursue the matter, and he just sort of left the saw behind, and
loaded with forensic evidence. That's all.
By the way, those are pantomime scriptwriters out there. I did notice that David said a saw behind. Thank you very much. He did. But you slept all the way through it.
We did, yeah. We didn't hear a thing.
Can we recreate that moment?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay, let's do this now. So, David, I need you just to snore gently, right? And this is a recreation, a forensic recreation. This is just the boys down the lab running. Have we a tape of that? Yes, you had surveillance tape running. So, would you run it for me? So I need you to snore quietly. Okay. And here is David's house being broken into. Here we go. Go on. You slept through that? Excellent snoring, by the way, Dave. Superb snoring. Absolutely superb. And you slept through that?
Yes, we did, yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, there's nothing you could have done to prevent that kind of break-in, that's it.
Well, absolutely
Except
not.
wake up, possibly. That may have done
that. When the police came round, did they check for forensic evidence?
They did, yeah.
Did they?
They did, yeah.
They went to the flower bed outside and said, "Look, sir, an impression of a heel." He said, "Time for your impressions later, Watkins." Oh, wow. Anyway, so what are we talking about? Here's Terry in East Ham. He's got a firing story. Bless you, I forgot we were even doing this. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Candy Man.
Thank you very much. This noise in the background. Listen to this, Terry. Hang on. That is authentic Swiss mountain music, cowbells and French horns. Swiss mountain music, that is. I know, it's not exactly... I was going to play it for Michael Paley, but I forgot. But Terry's allowed to enjoy it now. So what have you got for us, Terry? You've been fired, have you?
It's a welcome standing canning sound. I had a pub.
Leave it on then. Go on then.
I had a pub in Bethnal Green, just took over, and it was a Wednesday, and this guy come in and said, "I play the piano."
Okay.
So I said, "Okay, have a go." So he got on the piano, figgled away.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, that'll do." Well, I'm tone deaf, so it's any good to me. Anyway, he's playing on a Wednesday night. One of my brothers come in and said, "Tell what, he's awful, he's terrible. He's out of tune. It's Les Dawson messing about." So I went, "No, it's all right to me." So he's got to go. So next week I've got to fire him, haven't I?
Oh, so the fella comes in, you're full of hope, clutching his sheet music, and...
So he comes in the next week. I'm going to fire him. He brings his wife in and introduces me. So I can't sack him, can I?
No, of course you can't.
A man in front of his wife.
Of course you can't. What a clever trick. Well done to him. Listen, I think that brings his wife along, so it goes on for another week, does it?
Yeah, it goes on for another week. Now, one of my other brothers there want to see the denouement, want to see it happen. He brought his wife in this time with his 3 children. He introduced me to the 3 children. Right, there's another Wednesday gone. So by now, my dad said, "I've got to come along and see you sack this man because he's getting a bit of a saga." So I got my brothers and my dad and all that. He's coming. What's he done? His aged mother from Ireland come over.
No.
I'll stand on me, this is the truth, on my granddaughter's life, Danny. Yeah? So anyway... I can't go anywhere, can I? I can't.
No.
And he brought his family, so it's good for the business anyway.
So it's like he comes around the door and you say, "Now, before you go any further, I've got something to say to you." And this sweet old lady comes in behind and goes, "I'm so proud of my son. You're the nice man who's paying him. I've got something to say to you. Have a good gig." Okay, yeah.
So how did it happen now? Sorry, then.
How did it wind up? How did it wind up then with him?
Well, the next week he comes in and he's coming very sombre. Yeah, and I went, "John, I've got to tell you." So he said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, no." He said, "I'm a bit down." He said, "It's the anniversary of my dad's death." He said, "So I won't be on top form."
Well done. I won't be on top form.
I got reneged on the actual sacking story. The next week he came in, Dan, Yeah, he went, "Look, so," he said, "Got to let you down." He said, "I've had a better offer."
There was a certain inevitability about that. Well done. Now, if he does that 6 times everywhere he goes...
he's earning a living.
He's earning a very good living. Do you mind me asking, what was the name of this pub?
It was the Green Man in Cambridge Heath Road.
Oh, OK, Green Man in Cambridge Heath Road. And, there should be a plaque outside for that story, Terry, a superb one. Terry in East Ham with the idea of not firing someone. We all know the first time you ever walked down there and, when you're about 11 years old. Nobody will ever forget the first time you walked down, John. And, of course, it is before, you become paranoid and afraid of the exotic. But the first time you see Lee Ho Fook, you just think, I've got to bring the guys up here. I've got to bring the guys up here. Look, F-O-O-K. Get it? Every time. 11-year-old boys make journeys from Enfield. See it? Don't look. Now open your eyes. Oh, man! It's called Lee Ho Fook. Oh, hey! Photographs outside it. And then, perhaps that's why they don't want us in there. That's what I was thinking, Lee Ho Fook. So that's one of the cross-cultural ones that you don't approve of.
I mean, it's fine in Chinese. It just sort of sounds a little odd in English, I think, yeah.
Well, if you had to go down there, what is the restaurant you would choose whenever you're in the country? When would that be?
Over there at the moment, I think Qinzhongui is very good, yeah?
Go on, what is it?
Qinzhongui.
Yeah, and how would I recognise that?
Well, you just read the 3 Chinese characters.
You know what would happen? I'll walk in there and you'll be feasting at a table. I'll go, David! And you'll pretend you don't know me. I don't know. You will deny me 3 times by the cockcrow. You would.
What is the Chinese slang pejorative word for Westerners? They must have one.
They're called guailos, yeah?
Are we? Well, that's fair. That's all right. That's all right.
Guailos, and what does that mean?
It just means the devil people. I'm sorry. Is
that all? For a moment there, I thought they thought badly of us. And I like the apologetic way you looked to the floor as you said it.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what they call it.
Don't apologise. I rather embrace the term. Where you going? Here's Sheila in Hainault. Earlier on we did hear about this island. Somebody called and said, my brother has an island, and whenever he sees someone he doesn't like on television, he says, there's another one for the island. Now, we don't know about this island, but we are drawing our people onto it. Here comes Sheila. She's got a wrinkle on this. Good morning, Sheila.
Hello there, Danny. How are you?
You're happening all over the place. It's Friday. Who couldn't be? Sheila, what have you got for us?
Well, there's 8 of us in our family, and we have called ourselves the Righteous Council of Justice.
Okay, I can understand.
As soon as anybody comes on the TV that we dislike, texts go round the family to put them on the island. How this started, it was funny you were saying about it's always the dad.
Yeah.
Because my husband and I are on holiday, and I asked him, just for something to say, if you were on an island... who would you like to be with?
Just for something to say.
That's right. You know how you do. 40 years of marriage, you're bored, you've got no conversation. The man couldn't think of one person that he wanted to be on the island with.
So you went the other direction, did you?
I couldn't shut him up. And the list is so long, you would not believe. And the most innocuous people, and he is exactly the same.
For instance, who was on
Oh, my God. Well, I wrote it down. Ron Atkinson, Alex Ferguson, Leslie Krauser, Kenneth Williams, Marty Kane, Owen Holes, Willie Fadapple, Bruce Coulter, the whole of the black and white listers, Billy Cotton and his band, Honey Woman. And do you know a lot of this starts from Christmases years ago when we used to go to his mum's. She used to make us listen to these long-playing records.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mills and Winifred Atwell.
Oh, man, alive, you've got the same collection as my mum and dad, yeah.
I'm not kidding you. He could even picks people out on the train.
Yeah.
He would sit there on the train and he'll go...
She can go on the island as quick as she likes. As quick as she likes. I must say, the only reason I
you know what? He's not a horrible man. He's quite a nice person.
I'm sure, but you see, the thing is, it is unfortunate, especially living in London, Sheila. We are it's kind of browbeaten into thinking that our tastes are governed by newspaper columns, and they'll tell us what celebrities were to deride. They are so far behind the irrational prejudices of most people of a certain generation and anyone on television. You see, that's why I faded the music up there, Sheila. I knew it was going to be a long list. However, when we came back out of the little break, I didn't think you'd be saying the entire Billy Cotton band. That is a fella who's got a large island. Sheila, thank you very much indeed. And what's your family called again?
The Righteous Council of Justice. And we've even got T-shirts now, black T-shirts with the Righteous Council of Justice on them.
This sounds like the way the Shining Path got going, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah.
Sooner or later, this is what was just an idle prejudice has become a law. Thank you very much indeed, Sheila in Hainault. My mum would have run off with Oliver Reed, says Wendy in Welling, even as he got old and fat. If a film of his was on, she would say, now all of you are out, don't disturb me, me boyfriend's on. Yeah, please, more of those. All of you out, don't disturb me. Me boyfriend's on. By the way, yesterday you said you wanted to want something. What did you say your dream was as a child?
To be a racing driver.
No, you didn't. You said it was a saxophonist on the tube.
That was in case I didn't become a racing driver.
You had a contingency plan as always.
You wanted to be a busker.
I did want to be a busker, yeah.
And I said I was going to bring in the sax today, and I was going to show you exactly. We were going to have a sax off, weren't we?
It's one of those plastic ones where bubbles come out.
No, oh, I wish. I wish. Who wouldn't want one of those? So I brought my axe in. Hang on, here we go. Hang on. Look at this. It's a long time Saturday morning just to bring this in. Hold on, 1 second. I brought my axe in, and I'm going to show you, David Quo, that you've got a long way to go if you're going to. Hang on, let me. Oh, look at that beauty! Look at that beauty! Right, here we go. Now, if you want to come down the tube with me, you can go round with the hat.
Okay.
But I've got this beauty on my side, all right? Now, here we go. So, okay, pin back your lug holes. This may well clean you right out. Come on, thank you. Thank you very much. I never quite got the breathing.
So you've got to work on your breathing.
I never quite got the breathing right there. But David, that's what you're up against if you want to enter this field. That's all I can tell you. Amy, do us a favour. Would you go to the bin and empty that spit valve for me? Thank you. Sorry, David. So where are we now? Just thought I'd bring you that on Chinese New Year.